I'm drinking bubbly tonight. I got a little cheap bubbly from Walmart because I'm classy like that, baby.
What is it? Classy Cal.
Classy Cal Christmas, man. Dude, Walmart's crazy these days. I haven't been in a little while.
Right.
And we need to get some things. We got a big day tomorrow. It's Bree's birthday tomorrow, the big dirty 30. So we had to go pick up a few last minute details.
Very nice.
But anyway, we went to Walmart, dude, and it was me and Vic, and we masked up. It was packed. It felt dangerous. it felt dangerous being in there, dude. I didn't realize I'm going down. Apparently, I was going down the wrong way down the freaking aisle,
please.
dude. Yeah, I don't fucking ever look down. I don't fucking look down. So I looked down. I was like, oh, and this lady was like glaring at me. I was like, what the hell are you looking at? And I didn't say that. It's in my head I'm saying that, but I was like, what the hell is wrong with her? And then she like literally she points to the floor. She points to the sticker. I looked down. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. She was like, and I was like, wow, okay, good job, Walmart. Good job, human race.
They should put those a little bit at eye level if they
I mean,
really
it's fine.
want it to be effective.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. I mean, I learned, and then I went the correct way through the Walmart. So,
did you? You proceeded.
But yeah, dude, it was freaking packed. I mean, it was like, I guess, yeah,
what
it was
time
about
you went?
4 o'clock, 4:30. Yeah, late afternoon. So, makes sense.
Yeah, no, I went the other day and there was still no toilet paper. They were running out of a lot of stuff still, which is messed up.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys don't understand at this point that toilet paper has nothing to do with this. Like, you guys are still cleaning out the toilet paper.
Yeah, we can go back to normal now. Now we can go back to normal now, people. At least with the toilet paper. Like, geez.
I thought it was.
I was expecting
that
that to be like 2 weeks. I thought it was gonna be like 2 weeks. Okay, everybody freaked out. Like it was, like we're getting ready for Katrina. You know what I mean, or something. Like the power was gonna go out and
yeah, you still got
weeks.
power. You
It's like,
still got water.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding, and this virus does not give you the runs either. So there's no logical reason.
Yeah, it's dumb, dude. You know what they had that was missing? That was so random. I wanted to get some nice cinnamon rolls for tomorrow morning for her breakfast, and dude, that whole freaking aisle of cinnamon rolls and biscuits and croissants is all gone. It was empty, the whole freaking thing, all the way to the damn string cheeses, dude. I was like, the hell is going on? Like, we're 2 months into this thing, and I can't get some freaking rolls?
Yeah, no, that's
I was
that's
like,
weird.
damn
It's
it.
just real odd
I was
stuff.
so upset, man.
Every now and then
It's
you
super
go, there's
strange.
no eggs.
Yeah, man.
It
so
depends the time
silly.
you go to, of course, because they've been stocking up quite a bit. So every now and then I'll catch them where like they just finished stocking. But since this whole thing, I think I've been to Walmart 3 times, and I just get what we need, man. I get some meats and stuff like that. You saw that they got a meat shortage now.
They do what?
They have a meat shortage now, like in the United States.
That's fantastic. Freaking
Yes.
fantastic.
So Jonesy went to Wendy's. This has to do with the meat shortage, and he asked for a triple stack, and they said no, you can't have it because there's a meat shortage. And he says, well, can I order 3 singles? And they said yes. He's like, then why can't you make me a triple stack?
That's ridiculous. Because people are idiots. That's why.
I guess. One slab of beef per person, please.
Jeez Louise, man. That's freaking crazy. Anyway, dude, we could talk COVID and all that, man. But it's same shit, different day, dude. How about the Space Force trailer? Come on. Let's talk about Space Force, baby. Steve Carell, brand new Netflix show. It's like I completely forgot this show was even in development. They announced it a while back, and it's like I've completely forgot until the trailer dropped. Yeah,
it looks funny. I hope it doesn't get butchered by people thinking it's going to be the Office 2.0 in space. It's I mean, because they said it's from the same creators of The Office, like it's the same team behind it, or certain members.
They're
from the team
doing that
behind
to
it.
generate some buzz. They're generating buzz with
trying.
that. They want people to watch the show.
They're gonna watch it because of Steve Carell. Period. I thought it was real funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. He's one of the goofier comedians that I could deal with. One of the goofier actors that I could deal with, and I enjoy watching him. He looks like he's gonna be good. It looks like a cool story. I like it. It looks fresh enough, but we'll see. We'll see real soon. Everybody's gonna watch it. Who doesn't have Netflix at this point?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a big one, man, for sure. It looks pretty funny. I kind of smirked a few times. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's a funny concept because I remember when Trump announced the Space Force, we're going to space.
We are
The first ever Space Force, and it was like, oh, he's got to be joking about that. It just sounds so funny, dude. It sounds like a Mel Brooks movie from the '80s. You know, Space Force. But yeah, so hopefully the show will be good, man. We'll see. I miss The Office. I miss Steve Carell. He's a good actor. Good comedian.
Yeah,
So,
they're
we'll
doing
see.
you don't watch Parks and Rec, but it's like loosely the same type of show, whatever. And they're doing a reunion for Parks and Rec. Just a reunion episode that was supposed to be. I don't know when that's coming out, but that was cool to see that too. Just talking about those cool.
I got to get into that
shows.
show, man. You sat me down and forced me to watch a few episodes, and they were very funny. I will give you that.
I think
Very
you'd enjoy
funny.
it
That
if
Nick
you got
Offerman guy.
Yeah, if you got, familiar with the characters and the arc that they have, Because even with The Office, it's funny. Like, the first season of The Office, to me, was kind of a... Like, going in without knowing what I was watching, it took me, like, 2-3 episodes to really get it. So I think it's the same with Parks and Rec. It's like, if you just go in there's not one episode that's just going to make you get hooked and you're going to just die laughing. Like, it helps to know a little bit about what's going on in the characters and stuff.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out, man.
Yeah.
What else, man? What else, dude? What else is going on? What's going on with you, dude?
Shoot, nothing. It was a busy day. That's why I'm kind of like running a little behind in my head as far as what we're talking about here. But I saw that. What else? So Mike Tyson, I think that was funny or cool, however you want to put it. At 53 years old,
I haven't seen what's going on. What's going on with Tyson? What's going on with Mike Tyson?
There's been quite a few videos now for a while now, like for more than a year or two, of Mike just hitting the bags and just having mitt exercises or whatever. And people are like, man, like Mike still got it. He's moving around. So now there's like rumors and it's building up steam where they're saying he might want to get back in the ring. Not necessarily to be like a champion and fight the current heavyweights and stuff like that, but they're saying he just might want to actually box and do a professional fight or something. So,
I'm looking at it right here on Google. I just Googled Mike Tyson and said Mike Tyson offered $1 million to fight rugby star turned boxer in Australia for a charity match. God help that rugby player.
Yeah, I hope they don't do too much goofy stuff with him. I hope he has a good team behind him that's kind of directing him, because Floyd Mayweather went out to, I think it was Japan, and fought like a kid, and it was just like a novelty thing. Like, it's like, dude, for as far as your career is and the record you have, why are you boxing children? Like, it was just so out of place. Like, dude's like 40-something years old, and he was boxing like a 20-year-old, and he was just mopping the floor with him. It seemed like a carnival act at this point. So I hope they don't try to do that with Mike Tyson.
I got a TMZ thing here. 3 hours ago, Evander Holyfield announces comeback for boxing. Mike Tyson ain't the only heavyweight training for a comeback. Evander Holyfield tells TMZ Sports he's gearing up for another fight at 57 years old.
Because here's the thing with that. And that's, part of me is like, that's cool, because I like seeing people doing what they love.
I think he's doing it for charity. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it for charity.
Yeah, that's well and good. I think I forgot what the age limit is for boxing, but there's an age limit.
Dude, he told me, what Mike for years has been talking about how those demons are beyond him and he doesn't want to ever box again because he doesn't want to become that guy again. And he's turned his life around and all this. And all of a sudden he's going to box again. Okay. That's the thing, dude. Like,
that's what I'm worried about.
People talk a lot of talk, but man, I'm telling you, sometimes you just put on the earth to do certain things, man. And when you're away from it for long enough, you miss it, dude. It's like MJ quitting twice. You know what I mean? It's like all these people, they want to come back, man. They want to come back.
Well, yeah, I think you are.
I wouldn't fight Mike.
I think you are what you are for. I have this theory that I with my dad we discussed a few times, where it's like I think you are who you're gonna be by 9 or 10 years old. You are who you're going to be. There's gonna be different experiences that might change your attitude a little bit, but
you said 9 or 10 years old.
I think by a very early age, I don't know if the 9 or 10 is the accurate thing, but I think by a very, very early age, the things that amuse you, the things that anger you, the things that motivate you, I don't think that core of who you are changes a whole lot. I think back to when I'm a kid, and I'm like, I still have kind of the temper I have. I still am annoyed by the things that kind of annoyed me when I was much younger. Maybe not 9 or 10, but surely like 13, 14, 15. I don't think there's a vast 180 change. There's things that I make a conscious effort to do differently because now I'm grown and I understand there's different ways to do things. But I feel like at the very core of like the essence of who you are doesn't really waver a whole lot, unless I guess something very traumatic happens to you. But like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I think you still enjoy the things you kind of enjoy. Like, you're still amused by the things you're amused by. You're still angered by the things that anger you.
Maybe. I think maybe general disposition. Maybe I would maybe agree with you on that. I think. I mean, I don't think I was who I am until I was in my mid-20s. To be completely honest, man. I'm not talking about figuring out life. I'm just talking about like. Now I will say this. Yes, I've always been a goofy, outgoing human from a very young age. I will say that. Yes, that's never changed. But figuring out who you are, what angers you, what motivates you, and things like that, dude. I wasn't getting motivated at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. 14, maybe. In high school, I started to get motivated to play music. But from my experience, I don't know. I'm not really tracking on that.
But here's another way to look at it. You could look at somebody at 8, 9, 10 years old, and you can get a general idea where that person's going to end up at 2021. It's not a rule. It's a general idea. You can get a good feeling with like
an example.
Types.
You're losing me. I don't know. I can't look at a 10-year-old and know where they're going to be in their 20s. Like, what do you mean?
Well, there's certain people at a very young age, and I'm using 9 and 10 as a generalization. It could be freaking 13, 14, 15, like I said. But there's certain people at a very young age that are already prone to taking shortcuts, that are already prone to not wanting to be corrected, and are already lashing out at certain things. Kids are gonna do that in a general sense. But there's kind of like it's kind of observing a person where is this just a fleeting thing, where it happened where they kind of got caught out of their character, or is this really who they are? Like you know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily that you're gonna know everything you're gonna know, that you're gonna be as mature as you're always gonna be mature. I'm referring to just like who that person is. Was he always looking to be funny? Was he always looking to take shortcuts? Was he always trying to be violent and trying to be number one in the class and being the most outspoken? Or was he always shy? I don't know. I'm not a freaking psychologist, but I'm saying in a general sense, I think it's kind of rare for a person to do a 180 on who they were when they were young and then become an adult and be a whole different person as far as their personality.
I don't know, man. I remember people being a certain way in middle school and high school, and some of the very few people I keep in contact, or through long distance via social media, they look completely different. Look, not in looks, but their life looks a lot different. Their choices look a lot different. They sound a bit different from what they're posting. But I guess social media isn't the best barometer for someone's personal life. It's like you said many times, it's the highlight reel. But yeah, it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, none of it is psychology. It's just an idea.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's an observance and a question that I ask, and I look at things and I look at people, and I wonder. Because I told you before, like a lot of times, and people see this about me. I'm pretty quiet when I go into a room, especially when it's a room full of people I don't know. Mm-hmm. So when you just get in that habit of observing people, my mind is always wondering the why. Why did that person sit like that? Why did that person say it that way? Why did he look that way? And it's not even a judgmental thing. It's just I'm just wired that way to be like in a funny way, where maybe it's part of the defensiveness, which is like I want to know who's around me and why you're doing the things you're doing. So I enjoy being like the last person to speak, for the most part.
Yeah, I think for me it depends on what kind of social situation we're in, man. If I'm going to a get together to have fun and go out, I'm not really trying to read the room and all that. I'm just out there having fun. But yeah, for sure, I can understand that. We're very different in that regard.
Yeah, I always read the room. I don't care. I don't care if there's cake on the table and there's children laughing and playing. I'm like, what's going on here? Who's here? And where are you from? What are you doing here? And why are you here?
Yeah, that's funny, dude. That's funny.
I heard
this. Is there anything worse than a kid's freaking birthday party that's not your kid?
Yeah.
Is there anything fucking worse, dude? Man.
It depends. That comes from like being a good host. Like parents really control that.
Yeah, man.
Like you could really do that. But I was gonna say, I seen a meme that said, "We can't fast travel in real life because enemies are always around." And I was thinking like that.
What? First of all, I'm gonna throw money down on this. The few people that are watching this show, they ain't know what fast travel is, dude.
It's all good. It's all good.
They don't get that reference at all.
Out of the four people that watch this, at least one of them will know.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. Because there's enemies always around. That's funny.
Well, fast
Should
traveling.
we explain it? No, we're
No.
not going to explain it. We're going to keep it moving.
I try not to explain my ramblings. I just hopefully if
Yo, I'm
people
telling
really
you.
wanted to understand what's going on, they'll just continue to watch and you just pick up context.
Hold
and
on,
you'll
hold
just
on.
Join us for the journey.
Yeah, I'm watching Mike Tyson. Dude, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, no, he's destroying the bag, like, and he's destroying like the mitt workouts and
Dude,
stuff like that.
Dude, his caption for this tweet.
This
I'm
tweet.
a bad boy for life. And he's just sparring. He's not sparring. He's hitting the dude. You know, he's got the gloves on. You know, the left and the right. Jeez. Yeah, no, thank you. That dude looks like a freaking monster, like he always has been.
What is the guy?
Every once in a while, I'll just watch his highlight reels, dude, just for fun on YouTube. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
he's crazy. You know Max
shit never
Kellerman.
gets old. Yo, you
know Max Kellerman, right?
Yeah, man.
So he was saying, and he brought it. I think it's a decent point. It's true. He was like, Mike Tyson looks like a savage when you look at him by himself. He was like, but if you put him next to the current heavyweight champions, like the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, he's like, Mike Tyson's gonna look a whole lot slower when you put their real side by side. Like,
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, you see him there. It's just that's a fast moving man. But if you put clips side by side of the current heavyweights and how hard they hit and how fast they move, he's not gonna look as fast. It's not to say he's not a dangerous man. That dude will knock out 90% of the population by himself. But we're talking about an athlete, and he's not at the top of his game. I'm more concerned, like I said, if they make it a carnival act and he goes in there and hurts himself. Like, I don't want to see Mike Tyson sustain like some permanent damage because he wanted to live a second, youth on the camera or whatever. I hope he's safe. I hope whatever it is not up against some major heavyweight. I hope it's just some charity or some event where it's just like, hey, I'm doing this for fun, and let's get back to it type of thing. Like,
Yeah, that's like that the remake of, or it wasn't. I'm sorry, not the remake. Rocky 6 called Rocky Balboa. It's like kind of like the reboot.
Balboa was
when
good.
he's old Rocky. That's
Did you like
one
it?
of my favorite Rocky
I liked
movies.
it.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. That was a good
Yeah.
dude. I thought that was better than most of the Rocky films. That was
Well,
it was wonderful. But yeah,
it
he
was
was
very
trying to
realistic.
get back into it just to box, for
Yeah.
exhibition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had to go in front of the medical board or whatever.
It's a lot of quotables in there. If you're mushy and you need some inspiration, it has a lot of inspiration in there. It's pretty
That's a
good.
great movie, man. Yeah, that scene.
I
Of him,
love
his son in the street.
Man,
Dude,
his son
that's
in the
wild.
streets. That's like the red letter truth. I call it. Like,
Yeah.
that,
No, it's a great. It's a
when he
great.
said, nobody
great
owes
quote,
you
man.
nothing. You got in your head that people owe you something. Like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
this world is a terrible and mean place, and it'll keep you down if you let it. Or something
That's
like
like that's my thesis. No, that's exactly what it is. That's what I tell my kids all the time. You have you have no friends. You have no land. You
Jeez, man.
you live in somebody else's house. Let me make that clear.
Oh, jeez, dude. Yeah, but Mike Tyson, watch out. You better watch. I'm coming for you, Lennox Lewis. I'm coming for you.
You said
Coming for you.
You said Rocky, and I put up there on the little notes. This is the 20th anniversary of Gladiator. Ridley Scott.
Oh yeah. Ridley Scott, man. Who's the actor in Gladiator? What's his name?
Oh, come on, man. Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Yeah,
And
Russell
Joaquin
Crowe.
Phoenix. That's the best movie Joaquin Phoenix did, I think.
Yeah, dude. Joaquin Phoenix. He was a bad boy in that.
He did very good in Joker, but honestly, I believed him more in Gladiator than I did in Joker.
Yeah, believable, man, believable, dude. Chris D'Elia, one of my favorite comedians, and I talk about him all the time with you. One of my favorite podcaster, favorite comedians, dude. He's talking about Russell Crowe's one of those dudes that gets jacked for a movie and then gets fat as hell in between movies.
Oh, a lot of them do that. I've seen John Travolta do that. Robert De Niro do that. These guys
Vin
fluctuate
Diesel
their
been
weight
doing that
75 pounds back and forth.
But
Like,
yeah, it's like he does enough to like look correct, and then like they're like, and cut. That's a wrap, folks. And he's just like, and it just comes out.
hey, let them do it.
I
Man.
haven't seen Gladiator in a long time, man. That's a great
That's
movie.
fantastic. That's one of my favorites. Like top 10, top 5.
20 years, huh? 20th anniversary. That's freaking wild.
20 years of
20 years. I feel like that
20
movie
years
just
of
came out
Gladiator.
like 10 years ago. Weird, man.
Yeah,
Are you
nah,
not entertained? Yeah, man.
That's full of classics too. Jay-Z used that in one of his songs. That for the intro. Are you not entertained?
Speaking of movies, dude, you texted me this Hercules live action remake has been announced.
Oh,
Wow, we're remaking them all, dude. We're remaking them
We're
all,
making everything.
man.
Nothing is
Yo, if
original.
Danny DeVito is not that damn hooved little creature, I'm gonna be very, very upset.
Well, they probably won't have the hoof creature because if somebody's gonna get offended or something like it. We can't have anything the way we used to have it. Everybody's gonna get offended.
I like Hercules, man. Hercules had a great freaking soundtrack, man.
It was good.
Really good.
I liked
it, man. Yeah, it was kind of like that soul kind of music, man. It was very gospel soul inspired. It was a cool little mashup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's freaking they spoof him on Family Guy, dude. The dude that played Hades, man. Hold on.
Oh, man.
James Woods, dude. James
Yeah.
Dude, James Woods in Hercules was outstanding. That dude was hilarious, man. Jeez. Oh, so that's interesting. What do you think about these live action Disney remakes, man? Well, I mean, what do you think, dude? Like, I
fell asleep for Beauty and the Beast. I fell asleep for it. That's not to say it's bad. I just fell asleep. I'm 30. I'm about to be 35 this year. So
yeah, you're old, dude. You're old.
If I'm falling asleep in a movie, that doesn't mean that it's a bad movie. I just fell asleep. That's just a fact. It's not a critique of the movie. So I didn't see it. I didn't see Beauty and the Beast. So
why even mention it then? Why even mention it?
Because I own it and I should just go watch it. Like I have it in the case behind me.
Beauty and the Beast. Then it was
what else?
Well, we had Jungle Book as well. Jungle Book live action remake.
I like Jungle Book a lot. That one I liked.
That's Favreau, dude. That's Jon Favreau. That's great.
I like the live action Jungle Book. That's probably the only one I could say I liked. Probably the only one I saw.
That's our boy Shere Khan, Idris Elba, dude.
Oh yeah, man. Idris Elba's one of my favorite actors too.
Yeah, he's killer, man. He's great. Then what else we had? We had.
Do we even count Lion King? I mean, they try to go for the live action look.
We go Lion King. We do Aladdin.
Aladdin was good. I liked it. I like the Aladdin a lot. Actually,
I did not see Aladdin. Man. I saw Will Smith as that blue freaking genie, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good.
I felt he was the best part of the movie. They took the genie. They gave him a little bit of a backstory and a little bit of after story. They fleshed out his character a little bit, and it's cool to see like the post. They go beyond what we saw in the original, in the cartoon, and they just add a little bit more to Genie's life after the movie.
That's neat. They did that in Beauty and the Beast, which I liked. They fleshed out Belle's family history a little bit in Paris, in France, and and why the mom was gone, and even the Beast, and all of his people that worked in the castle. So they kind of fleshed it out. So that's cool. I'm digging it. I liked it. I liked the Beauty and the Beast. It was all right. I didn't see Lion King. Didn't see Aladdin.
I got both of them if you want to check them out. I think you'll like Aladdin. Lion King, it was funny. Like Lion King, if the cartoon didn't exist, I would have liked it more.
That's what a lot of people say.
The bar was way too high, and they kind of they hit the middle with the Lion King live action remake or the the CGI remake. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't Lion King, and that's kind of like it depends on what side you sit on, because Aladdin, on the other hand, stuck like 99.9% of the source material, to where like it was like shot for shot the cartoon. You could just lay this movie over it and the same moves, jumping over the same poles. It was wild. But they made some minor changes, so you might not like the live action remake because you're like, I already seen the cartoon. Why do I need to see this again? But I liked it. I thought it was cool. But like I said, the genie was the best part.
I'll tell you, I will go see Mulan when that jank comes out.
I'll see Mulan because I like Asian, Oriental themed.
Yeah, man.
Eastern culture is real cool to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Mulan's my jam, dude. That's like my favorite Disney movie.
I don't know what other live action remake
they're going high and to the
see.
right. They're going uber realistic with it, and they're making it like a character drama. They're not going to have any singing. There's no talking Eddie Murphy dragon. There's nothing. And I'm down. I'm down with it. That's cool.
I'm all for no singing. I don't need the singing.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, I never got this about the remakes. It's like, why would you try to go shot for shot? You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail because everybody's got the nostalgia goggles on. Everybody's already loves that. I'm like, that's too easy. You know what I mean? It's like, why don't you try something different with it?
Right.
Do something a little different. Take the characters, maybe the setting, and maybe flip it on its head a little bit. I'm trying to think of movies that have done that, where it was like a remake, and it was just very different. I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't know.
I can't think of one now.
Like,
I feel like
shot for shot, dude. What are we doing? Like the Beauty and the Beast trailer. Literally, they did the trailer, shot for shot for the trailer back in the '90s release, and I was like, what are we doing? Let's make it a little different. But I don't know. We'll see.
one of the better, and this is more of a reboot than a remake or just a retelling of the same story over and over. But the Sherlock Holmes movies with Iron Man, with Robert Downey Jr.
Robert,
those are crazy. Those movies are great.
Man.
Yeah, I love those movies. I think there's two
dude. He said so. He said, "Block right, discombobulate." Hits him in the ear.
I think it's cool, man.
Oh, dude, he was wild. That was a really cool character, man.
That's a cool way to put it. Yeah, if you're smart, you should be able to figure out how to beat people too, like in a fight.
Yeah, how to fight, dude. Like he was.
That
he
was
great,
fisticuffs.
man. I like how he was. Yeah, it was. That's right. I like how it was kind of. He was like a recluse, and he was like kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And Robert Downey Jr. did a really good job with that. And then his Watson, was that Jude Law? Is that Jude? Jude Law?
I think so.
Watson?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah. I think so. I think
that's a great freaking movie, man.
I'd never seen,
Sherlock
and I don't
Holmes.
care to see. I don't know why. I've never seen Benedict Cumberbatch's version of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, the show. I've seen like half of the first season. It was very good. But I watched the first half of a season of a show and then I stopped. No matter how good it is.
Have you? I'm going to ask you a question that I'm assuming the answer to, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Have you ever played the Order 1886 for PlayStation? This has to do with what we're talking about.
The Order 1886?
Yes.
No.
That's what the full game is called. So I say that because the story is very interesting, and it has to do with that time of Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. So just wondering. You'll have to check it out. It's a very short game, and I'm not going to even ruin it. That's something we'll talk about when we're done with the podcast, because you should check it out. You could probably beat it like in 6 hours or something.
Is that a PS3 game?
PS4. It's one of the like early launch games.
Yeah, it was one of the launch games.
It still holds up with some of the best graphics I've seen like this whole gen.
That was that. It was like kind of like a steampunkish werewolf game, wasn't it? If I remember, if I'm
It has a cool story. Like it blindsided me.
Mustaches.
Yeah, you think it's about a certain thing, but then in the end you find out who you were really chasing, and it's like a fictional character from literature. Like it was pretty cool. Like I had a big grin. Like, oh,
Neat.
that's who you had us chasing the whole time. So
Yeah, I'll have to
that's to
check
do
it
with all
out,
the
man.
Sherlock Holmes stuff.
Very cool, dude. Very cool, man. What else? What else, man? What else? You sent me a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, man. You got to keep your ear to the rail, I guess, whatever they say, right?
Yeah. You, dude. I'm telling you, Tony is the man. He knows everything that's going on in pop culture. He knows everything that's going on in cinema and games.
Oh man,
keeps up with the news.
dude. Yo, the Hunger Games got a prequel book coming out. I'm excited
Yeah,
about
I
that,
saw
man. I'm about to
that.
pre-order it and get it shipped straight to the house, and I'll
That's
probably
dope.
I'll
I mean,
probably read the whole thing in a weekend.
Twilight's got a book coming out. The new Twilight book. I saw that all over my Facebook page because I got a lot of ladies on there. Okay, that sounded stupid. I don't have.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of ladies on
only have
Facebook. I
women
have a
on my
lot of
Facebook.
women on my Facebook because I know a lot of women. I know a lot of men too. Anyway, I've seen a lot of Twilight posts, man.
what's your ratio of women to men that you have on your Facebook page?
Oh, dude, I'm not
And
sure.
has it been approved
Definitely
by your
more
wife?
women though. No,
Okay.
no, she
2 to 1.
It's funny. It's probably 2 to 1. It's probably 2 to 1. And it has nothing to do. I don't know why it is that way, but I just remember seeing a lot of freaking Twilight posts in the last couple of days, and I was like, I watched the movies. They were terrible, but
You said they were terrible.
they were terrible, dude. They were. I freaking hated them.
I didn't hate them. I saw all of them. I didn't hate them, but
They
it
got
didn't
better
help.
when they had a little bit more money. When they got some money, like the third movie, they had a little bit more production value. They were able to do some things. To me, visually, it started to look a little bit more realistic and got me kind of into that universe a little bit more. But that first movie, I was like,
the
this
glittering
is-
vampires.
This is fucking terrible, dude. It was so
Nah,
bad.
man, I'd say like that last one to me was exciting when like they had a cool twist where like they saw the battle play out, but it wasn't happening or whatever.
Yeah, that was neat. Yeah.
That was cool. I remember that. Like that's the highlight of the whole series to me. But yeah, that's a hard series to get into because it is corny as I don't know what. In the very beginning, that's a very cheesy movie. It's just
It's interesting
it's-
about the
it's
Hunger
cool,
Games.
man.
The Hunger Games prequel. Maybe how that all came to be. That would be very interesting, dude. That's a cool movie to make as well. Because, dude, the Hunger
Yeah.
Games movies are the shit. They're so good, man. I love the Hunger Games movies. Never
yeah.
read
I think
the
it's
book.
like 100
Okay,
years
calm down.
before the. It's like 100 years before the first book.
Yeah, I'm not a
So
big
and
reader. I
it's-
used to read a little bit. I don't read much, dude. I like cinema. I like the movies.
Oh, I'm still reading. I'm reading right now the 4 Agreements. It's like $6 on the Kindle because I keep a Kindle by the bed. So I'm
Very cool.
like try to read something every night or whatever.
Yeah, I years ago I had a Kindle Paperwhite that I really enjoyed, and I got the monthly whatever
That's what I
Amazon
got.
has, like where it's unlimited for the most part. It's not like every book, but most books are free, and I was doing a lot of reading years ago. It's like maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago.
It helps the
But yeah,
vocabulary.
dude.
It really does. It's like it
Oh yeah,
exercises
no,
your
it
brain.
helps the brain, dude, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
and I noticed one side effect I didn't realize about reading is just the more you read, the faster you can read. And that was just cool. Like I was reading. I mean, I read. Is there 5 Game of Thrones books, and they're each 1,000 pages? I've read back when they first came out. I read one a month when I got them, something like that. 1,000-page books. Like, that
Yeah,
was a
my
habit.
books I like are kind of like the movies I like, man. Like I like the military, the sci-fi. I like the thriller, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? The Clancy's, the Dean Koontz, the Stephen King's. You know.
Yeah, I only did like in the more recent times. I did Game of Thrones, Hunger Games, and some biographies, like autobiographies. I got to read through the Charlie Murphy one. I got that.
Dude, the best biography I read Tony Bourdain's freaking biography, man. Kitchen Confidential. I guess it's not really a biography. It was just kind of like and it was well before he passed away when he wrote that book. But dude, unreal. You know, I mean, you know Tony. He was an incredible he was a poet with his words, man. He was an artist for sure.
Yeah.
And he was a great writer. His book is the shit, man. It's awesome. I'm just thinking of great autobiographies I've read. That one just kind of sticks out.
Yeah, my favorite one is the autobiography of Malcolm X, which people that are familiar with that book, some hate it because they don't believe a lot of the stuff that's written in it. But I don't know whether it's true or not. I tend to believe most of it's true, but I thought it was a really good book. Malcolm X is one of my favorite like historical figures, I guess you could say like that.
Yeah. Hey, who's your favorite president in your lifetime?
Jeez, man, I don't like any of these guys.
I don't either, man.
I'm not a super political person. I got enough opinion to get me in trouble with my friends. I don't think I have any friend that agrees like for real with what like I guess you are the more agreeable person politically, but for the most part, I don't got a friend that like, yeah, we believe the same exact thing. Like for the like, nah, man.
It's funny.
Favorite president. There's no right answer to that, dude. You're gonna get butchered no matter what, and I don't care enough about any of them to say I like this one the most.
Bill? How about Bill?
Well, he was certainly the most entertaining one. He was.
Bill's been great. I liked Obama, man. I'll tell you what. Let's put all politics aside. Who would you like in our lifetime, personality-wise, and who do you want to like hang out with, have a beer? Like, I mean, you don't really drink, but you know, just chill with, share a conversation with. Barack Obama. Man.
That's easy.
That's my boy, dude. Barack.
I've said that a billion times. Like politically, I'm be honest. I didn't vote for him, and I don't care for his politics. I really don't.
Yeah.
But as a person, I'll tell you this. I prefer him personality wise much more than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's not even close. I think
they would all be very interesting to hang out with. Like, I'd love to sit down with Donald Trump and just hang the hell out. I'd love to sit with Barack, even George Bush, Bill Clinton, dude. You know, talking football and, you know, it'd be interesting, man.
I think Trump would like if it wasn't for the fact that he was president and just think what you will of him. I don't have a high opinion of him. I'm not gonna go further than that because some of my friends like him.
Jerk.
It's very. I have similar feelings. I'm not a fan of him, and I'll be polite that way. But if it wasn't for the fact that he's in politics, I think dude would be hilarious to have dinner with. I think
dude.
Hilarious in the way of like the absurdities he would say.
Yeah,
like, I just think I'd be cracking up. Like, I can't believe a person your age with your success would be thinking the way you think and just hearing stuff. To me, I think I'd be cracking up the whole time, man.
We're all man children, dude. I'm telling you that right now.
It's just funny to me. It's like, again, you should not be talking this way when you're the president. But like when people say something to him, he's like, "Who do you work for? NBC? You're not the best. You're not the best.
Dude,
you're not very good at your job." Like that stuff to me is hilarious. Like that's funny.
He don't give a shit. He does not care, dude.
You're not the best.
I respect that. I respect a certain. I respect a certain amount of that. It gets to the point where it's a bit ridiculous, and then I go, "All right, dude, you need to shut the hell up, dude. You're an idiot." But it's been a wild couple of years, that's for sure, man. You think he's gonna lose? You think he's gonna lose to Biden? Come on, man.
I think he's gonna win again. I think he'll win
again.
It's not gonna be with my help. It's not gonna be with my help.
All right, it won't be with my help either. But he will win. So buckle up, people.
He'll win. And it's
Oh, jeez.
here's the reality. If we could be objective and just be
Sure.
honest with each other,
Yeah.
at the end of everything, every president is not going to do the right by every single person, man.
Of
like
course not, dude.
some people are not going to feel the effects of the president at all. Like I
Dude,
could honestly,
it's
I
built
could say
into the foundation of this country. We have a two-party system. There's two parties. It's black or white. There's no gray. It's like you're on the left, you're the right, dude. You're gonna have half the population hate the president, and you're gonna have half the population support him, dude. It is what it is. It's always been that way, for the most part.
And this is, it's gonna sound selfish or whatever, but this has just been my limited experience. I can't say that I've been affected by the policies. I directly, just me, that I've been affected by the policies of any president. I can't remember a situation where because of this president's decision, I couldn't do X, Y, Z. Like my life has gone the way that I've worked as hard as I could. And I've got the outcome that I could honestly say, for the most part, I deserve. Like, and I use that very carefully.
And here's the thing, and we've talked about it before. And that's not to say that other people are directly impacted by certain policies or law, whatever.
Yeah.
One thing that I think we've talked about, that we personally get hit on is money. Money talks, dude. And we're business owners now, so we're just like, well, tell me about the money. Tell me about the taxes. Tell me about the small business break. What's going on with that? And
who's going to let me keep as much of my money as possible? That's my first conversation.
And that's who I'm voting for.
And I'm gonna be honest. I used to maybe 10 years ago, like my vote used to go to who held my closest beliefs religiously. I stopped that real quick. I don't vote to legislate somebody my beliefs on other people. You believe what you want to believe. I don't think it's America, the president's job. Yeah, it's not the president's job. And I came to this realization, like I said, like 10 years ago, maybe even longer ago. I used to tell people, you're not voting for a pastor, you're voting for a president.
Yeah, dude.
It is what it is. And it's funny to me when I see people today, church going people, where they'll say, you got to vote for Trump because he's Christian. And I'm like, this is your model of a Christian? Is it really? I'm like, because I can pull up quite a bit of quotables of things that he has said on camera and he has not regretted. And they're not things becoming of a Christian. Yeah. And we all got faults, but let's stop playing games and pretending this is the model citizen. And just say what it is, man. You're gonna vote Republican no matter what. That's all it is. That's just
it's unfortunate.
You're wired to vote a certain way. I got friends that are wired to vote Democrat no matter what. They feel like if they voted differently, they'd be disgracing their race or their friends or their family.
Dude, I've voted both ways on a number of presidential elections.
I've only voted independent and Republican. That's it.
Dude, I've done 1 year I did go independent. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw my vote away real quick. And I
voted for Gary Johnson last time. When it was Trump and when it was Trump and Hillary.
Dude,
Cricket Hillary,
Gary
she'd
Johnson,
be in jail.
Baby.
She never went to jail.
No, she never went to jail.
He said he was going to put her in jail.
That was the year everybody was like, you vote for Gary Johnson, that's a vote for Hillary.
Well, I guess I voted for Hillary because I voted for Gary Johnson.
Oh, dude, so funny, man.
I voted for him based on, and this is where technology is good. I did a whole bunch I didn't do just one. I did a whole bunch of different, these tests. It's like on Facebook where they tell you what superhero you are. But I did like the political version. It's like, who would you vote for based on the, based on like their arguments and their stances on different things. So they would ask you, they'd say, how do you feel about these, 20 topics? And then you pick, multiple choice what you feel about it or whatever. And they'd be like, you would vote for this person. And it'd be all blind. It'd be like, you most aligned with this particular candidate. And I did that from like a couple different sources, and it was always like Gary Johnson. I was like, all right.
I usually kind of sit in the middle, man. I support a lot of things that are kind of left liberal thinking. I support a lot of things that are kind of conservative side. So every 4 years, it's kind of like a pick your fucking poison, dude. What are you going to do?
But I am fiscally conservative and I am morally independent, like moderate or whatever. Yeah,
and that's to bring it all around. That's kind of, we see very eye to eye on a lot of those things. I could say that's pretty accurate from my team as well. Mm-hmm. Dude, okay, I got to get this story out. We're just switching gears, people. We're all over the place. Okay. You mentioned this superhero quiz. Okay, so I was an early childhood educator. and I was a preschool teacher at a unnamed early childhood center here in Virginia Beach on Sandbridge Road near the Food Line. So we do once a year. They did a you like that? Once a year we did like a retreat where it was like a staff retreat. And one year, you know, they had a theme every year. So one year it was fucking superheroes.
Okay.
So, I mean,
which Dragon Ball Z character are you? It was the test.
Yeah, dude, we must have had probably, 35 staff members on staff. So they all had to get assigned. Now, look, I did not envy everybody. Not every dude, 35. You're getting into the slim pickings towards 15 and up. So anyway, I was like one of the last ones called, and they said something about, Mr. Matt, you're this and that, and you always do this and this and this, and so you are Banshee.
Banshee.
And I said, who the fuck is Banshee?
From X-Men?
Banshee. Yeah, Banshee. Yeah, from X-Men. The dude that screams and he's so fucking loud that he can fly.
Yeah. I'm familiar, but I don't.
He's got like a supersonic voice. He's really. Dude, and the his power, he literally screams and like breaks glass and hurts everybody's ears. So I'm sitting here, I don't know who the hell Banshee is. So I'm sitting there like in the back. Dude, I got so offended, dude. So I'm sitting there, I'm like Googling, I'm like, who is Banshee?
Who is Banshee and why am I him? Is what you put in Google.
Why do I already hate it? And so I'm looking at Banshee and I'm like, fucking Banshee. Are you kidding me? And so that's been the joke for a long time. Me and my mom, we always talk about it. She's every once in a while she's like, just shut up, Banshee.
Banshee, that's funny.
And now Victor is son of Banshee, dude. He's son of Banshee. So, and it was funny. It's funny. I was visibly kind of offended by it. I guess enough so that I'm like that, dude. I get butthurt, dude. Everybody's gonna know it. That a couple of days later, one of my coworkers was like, "Hey, we reassigned you," and they gave me like this new paper with "You're Captain America." I was like, "Yeah, okay, nah, dude, I'm Banshee. Put that paper away. Put it away. Get it out of here." That's very nice of you, very sweet. Thank you so much. I'm Banshee, dude. So I'm Banshee. There's your title, bro. I'm Banshee.
Yeah, it's just gonna be episode 17 featuring Banshee.
Oh, dude. But anyway, no. If you're watching, thank you for the Captain America gesture. That was very sweet. You know who you are. But yeah, I'm Banshee, baby. This is Banshee's house, dude. I changed up. You haven't seen it yet. You'll see it when you edit this thing, Tony. But I changed up my camera angle a little bit. I'm back by the fireplace, keeping it classy, baby.
Okay, classy cow still.
Keeping it classy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I never took a superhero assessment, which is interesting.
Let me think about this. Hold on.
It's very interesting. Jerome would tell you that I am Vegeta.
You're Gambit, dude. You're Gambit. For X-Men characters, you're Gambit.
I'm Gambit because
You might be Gambit. Because you're just a badass, dude. And you're cool looking.
So is Wolverine.
Yeah. You might be Wolverine. You might be Wolverine, dude.
And you're Cyclops, and I'm coming to take your lady.
Nah, dude, I'm Banshee, bro. You can't change that. I'm fucking Banshee.
Banshee.
If Victor wasn't sleeping right now,
but you have heard of
Banshee me. Scream. Yeah, but you have heard of me.
Barely.
Oh man.
I knew who you're talking about, but that's crazy that I think his suit was like all black and like yellow rings or something like that.
Yeah. I think they did in the First Class movies. They had Banshee. He was like young Banshee.
To talk about a complete roller coaster, ups and downs of those movies, going from completely horrible to great with Logan. Like the whole X-Men series is just what a complete mess.
Dude, it's unfortunate because the characters,
the reboot and all of that, like.
Dude, the first X-Men movie was great. The second movie was great. And then from then on out, to me, I just feel like they just have missed the mark more often than they've nailed it. But yeah, thank goodness for Hugh Jackman, dude. Hugh Jackman made all that happen.
Logan was fantastic, man.
That's probably my favorite superhero movie. Favorite I won't even say superhero movie. I'm just gonna say comic book movie. I think Logan is up there for sure. That's like it's got to be in the contention for the first one.
That's
for
up
the first
there.
spot.
I always liked. I'm always torn between Civil War and The Winter Soldier. as far as comic book movies.
Dude, I agree with you on that. I think the Winter Soldier, the Captain America movie was really good. Really, really good. That's up there too. I think that's top 3.
If Civil War didn't have the last fight with Bucky, Captain America, and Iron Man, if it didn't have that, I'd say Civil War was the better movie. It's just that
cheesy.
I mean, the last I'd say Winter Soldier was the better movie. I think I liked the last fight. I liked it. The whole them 3 like hitting each other and then you don't deserve that shield. I liked it.
Yeah. For me, it's Logan is up there. The original Iron Man movie with Robert Downey Jr. is up there, and Winter Soldier, the Captain America movie, is up there. But yeah, Logan, dude, it was so nice to see that character.
Iron Man with the original roadie with this dude.
The original roadie. That's right.
Iron Man.
Oh man, Iron Man. But anyway, here we are talking about movies once again. I love it. But yeah, had to get that Banshee story out there, dude. The only people that's ever heard the Banshee story is my mother and my wife, and they think it's freaking hilarious.
And now the 4 of you have heard it.
And now the 4 people on Facebook have heard my Banshee story, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And but I will say this: I loved my time for the most part at that early childhood center, and I miss a lot of those coworkers very much. But yeah, I'm not fucking Banshee, dude.
I don't have any crazy stories like that. I don't know why I just remembered this. This has nothing to do at all with Banshee, but the early childhood, I'm thinking of kids. Hector drained my Fortnite account, left me pretty frustrated.
What do you mean he drained it? What are we talking about?
So I had like 2,000 V-Bucks that I've been saving just for the for a rainy day.
For a rainy day, dude. Oh no.
So like I want to say like at the beginning of when this new season or whatever the heck this is called now, the new chapter. I don't keep up with Fortnite as much. I play it casually. Yep. But when like the part 2 of Fortnite came out, I went and got the season pass, which was like $10. And you know, you play through the whole thing and you end up amassing more V-Bucks for free, like quote unquote for free. You only pay $10, but you don't pay additional to get these V-Bucks because you unlock them, right? So I had like 2,000. And I'm just waiting. I'm like, okay, so when the new season comes out, I already got the money sitting there, and I might get a skin or something. It's something cool.
Yeah, get something cool. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so like 2 days ago, Hector, like it was cute, I guess. I came out, you know, I finished brushing my teeth, and he was already sitting on the couch, and he had Fortnite on, and he was sitting there. He had his controller in his hand, and he had already logged me in and had my controller like sitting next to him. He's like, hey, he said, let's play or whatever. He's like, look, and I got you something. And I'm like, I don't know what you mean by got you something because I've told you you're not allowed to buy anything. It's like, so did you end up buying something?
Got you something.
Yeah, and I'm like, because he's asked before, can I buy this? Can I get that? And I'm like, no. Like, and if you ever want something, you need to ask. You don't just think you're gonna go in here and click buttons and try to get something. So I got passwords on everything. Yeah, I got passwords on everything for the most part.
Good.
But what it doesn't ask you for a password for is to use your V-Bucks because you're not using real money. Anytime you're gonna use real money, it goes in my PayPal account and it says insert a password. In this case, he went and bought a skin that I have no interest in whatsoever, and he just drained my account. Man. He bought like this 2,000 V-Bucks skin or something like that, and I'm just like, I don't want to play.
Whack. Yeah.
I said I don't want this, and honestly, I mean, it was like it was funny because it's like it's not that serious, but at the same time, it was like I was upset because we had a conversation about this before. I told him, dude. I said you will not go buying stuff online, like you can't, because he knows enough now. He doesn't read, but he'll recognize enough words to where he knows, like, okay, I can do this and unlock that. And we talked to him about it. It's like, you're not going to go doing that. If you ever want something and it looks cool, you need to come talk to us and ask permission first. Okay, I will. And then he did that. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not playing Fortnite right now. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to play. You play by yourself right now. I don't feel like it. And he was like sad about that. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not. It ain't big enough to yell at you, but it's like, dude, you deliberately disobeyed me, Simba.
You deliberately disobeyed me.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I'm on Facebook. I just pulled up Facebook because I got ADD. And Tony Barrios is in Norfolk, Virginia. This is a dope freaking photo of you, dude, with the gimbal out with the trash trucks, dude.
Yeah. That was Andrew that caught me in a little behind the scenes or whatever. He was getting a second angle, and then I was just sifting through the B-roll and saw it.
Let me tell you why this photo works. First of all, I love the depth. There's a lot of depth in this.
A little bit of foreground, a little bit of background.
There's a little foreground. There's a little background. There's some depth. You know, you're action. You're moving. I like the bag.
It's very
on your
natural.
Back, dude.
I'm not posed. I'm actually working.
No.
Is it?
doing the ninja walk, dude. You got your little blue jeans on. You're looking very
little
fly.
bit of ninja walk. Got my black hoodie, my black hat.
You got the crane. You got the Crane 3. You're looking fantastic. Tony, you're gonna have to put this photo up while we talk about this on the podcast.
The Sony
I'm
A7
increase your editing time.
3, not an R3, just a regular 3.
Very nice. Was that today?
I have not been dubbed important enough to get the R3.
No, are you kidding me? Don't even think about it. Dude, we shouldn't stop talking about it.
You're lucky you don't go out there with your phone and do it.
Yeah, dude, get your iPhone 10. iPhone 11 Pro.
That's
a great photo, dude.
That was today. No, that was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday because today I filmed something else. So yeah, every now and then we get to film something cool. I like that particular screenshot of a video. That particular screenshot is cool because we're putting together a video to show the citizens of Norfolk how hard these refuse or trash collector people work. Because unlike Virginia Beach, and this is free promo for Norfolk, you're welcome. Unlike Virginia Beach, they have, in Norfolk, if you're familiar with some of these areas, the streets are very, very narrow. It's much more urban, and they still have a lot of streets where you have to park on one side at a certain time of the day and on the other side at a certain time of the day, just because the streets are too narrow and trucks got to get down to pick up your trash. What does that mean? That during this COVID thing, everybody's home. So they have really hard time to get through these streets now. So what these guys are having to do, Matt, is crazy. These guys got to park the truck like down the block, and they have to run up and down the street grabbing trash and running it back to the truck because they can't get down these streets. Wow. And they're doing this throughout like huge parts of Norfolk. So a lot of times when people, when people say stuff like, why can't you do it like Virginia Beach? Why can't you do it like other areas? It's like, well, yes, it's very close, but you got to actually go there and see how this is done. Yeah, it's very different. So it's cool to see stuff like that. Like I like telling stories that really help people, and we get a chance with stuff like that with Tsunami. A lot of stuff. Yes, we get, it is business. It's a transaction, but it's, how it goes. Like it's very fulfilling when, and this is more times than not, this is the case with all our videos. We provide a service that it helps a business, it helps a cause. And we work with people we believe in. I think that's always been the case. I don't think, not that I don't think, I know we've never shot a video for someone that we didn't believe in their business. It's always been very fulfilling to, we believe in you and we think the video is actually like an underhanded softball, home run out the park because you're already doing everything, pretty well. And this is just going to be the icing on top. And we're glad to be, partnered with you and help you, market yourself a little better. So it's cool, man. It's fulfilling to create videos like that when you're doing it for a cause or for a business you believe in.
Very cool. Yeah, dude, the whole time you've been talking, I'm just like looking at this photo. It's a very compelling image. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Respect the shooter, dude. Respect the shooter.
I always say that. So yeah, that comes from that's like a little inside joke for people that don't know where that comes from. That respect the shooter is Jay-Z, the rapper, had a line where he says, "You guys respect the one who got shot. I respect the shooter." Because there's a cool thing that, like, when people say 50 Cent got shot 9 times, there was a time where it's like, that's real cool, right? And Jay-Z's like, is it cool to be the one that got shot or to be the one shooting? So I always make the joke where it's like, because you shoot with a camera and then there's little double entendre, respect the shooter.
It blew up on Instagram, the respect the shooter thing. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude, good episode, man. We're just hanging in, dude. We're getting back to work soon with Tsunami Digital Media. Phase 1 in Virginia is about to roll out in the next week. And guess what, baby? We're back. We're back, baby. We're back. We're coming back.
What are we doing first? What are we doing? Man,
we're hitting the city of Portsmouth Economic Development Group hard. We're going in there. We're going in tough. We're going in with masks. We're coming for you, Portsmouth, city of Portsmouth. I see you over that tunnel. Speaking of which, dude, we need to get, before I forget, this should be off the podcast. This is off the podcast.
It's fine.
But no, it's on the podcast, dude. We got to get
welcome to the behind the scenes. Easy pass.
Behind the scenes, and behind the scenes starts right now. We got to get an easy pass, dude. If we're doing a lot more work with Portsmouth, we're going across that damn freaking tolls too many times. Yeah. And I'm tired of paying it. So
I enjoy paying it because every time I pay it, it's a reminder of the great relationships we have in that great city.
You're an idiot.
I'm glad to simulate the economy of Portsmouth. This is my little $2 every time I go over there.
That's so funny. But anyway, yeah.
Nah, but you guys are crazy though, because
you guys want real estate.
I think they want like $3 now. Like they raised it. Like every
Oh no
time
no
you
no
cross
no!
that
It's
tunnel.
it's $4. It's over $4.
When you
it's
come
over
back to
$4.
it ain't when you come
Yes.
back to, right? Oh man, come on.
Yes, dude. I'll show you the pay stubs.
You got to
bro.
pay to get there, and you got to pay to leave.
That's right. That's okay. We love our city of Portsmouth, and we love our team over there at the Economic Development. Those are our good
Yeah, man.
good friends. So we're coming for you, Portsmouth. We're coming for you, real estate. We're coming for you, real estate
should try
photography
to,
and videography. Let's go.
We should try to. Again, this is more behind the scenes stuff, but I've been having an itch to find a way to get a guest on the next one.
Yeah, dude, it's been a while, dude. Let's get
even
some
if-
people on here, man.
Even if it's a Zoom, Scott knows how to use Zoom. We got to find somebody that just could do a Zoom and just call in and just.
Hey,
be
I
in on
think
this.
I'm gonna tell him right now. He texted me right before the show. I think we get Ben Harris, the Dink himself. I think we get him on the show via Zoom. We talk about all things pop culture, movies, games, goofy shit, and we have a silly goose time next Friday. What do you think about it?
That's fine. He got a webcam, right? It don't matter.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I say it don't matter in terms of like because I'm thinking quality and stuff, but that doesn't matter. This is COVID
Dude,
time.
I'll get
Just,
Ben.
man, just
I'll
do
get
what you
Ben.
can.
Send me the most handsome damn picture you have of yourself, and we'll just slap that on the screen with his audio. I don't care. It's time.
Oh
It's
yeah, it'd
time.
be cool. It'd be cool to put the little wave. We
time
gotta
to get
find the
him
waveform animation. I gotta find that plugin. You know the waveform animation. That
Yeah,
just,
that kind of. Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool
That
to
would
just
dope.
have the picture and just you see when he's about to speak or whatever.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
anyway,
we gotta work
that's
on getting
here
a
nor
guest.
there. Let's go. Let's do it.
It's here and here. It's not here nor there. It's here and here.
Yeah, no, it's here and here.
It's very-
All right,
it's
man.
very topical.
Dude, great show, dude. Great show. Good talking to you, as always. My best buddy, man. Miss you, dude. Miss hanging
Yeah,
out
man.
with you, bro.
Yeah, man. Were you
been a
rushing
minute.
off? You got some Call of Duty lined up?
No, let's see. What do we got?
I don't care. I'm ready to go too.
Oh no, Ben's ready to go. We're PUBGing it up. Let's go. I told you I was quitting that game. Guess what? That lasted about 2 days.
That's terrible.
All right, man. Hey, dude, great show, man. I am Matt,
This is Tony.
and this is the Tsunami Podcast. Yeah, baby.
Ew.
Good deal, man.